So within the latest n8n update, you can natively integrate tables within your workflow. So you don't have to use Google Sheets anymore. You can now directly do this in n8n, and this is how it works. So basically, if you go to your n8n instance, you need to update it first. Otherwise, you won't see the data tables over here. So how it works is that you can basically make new tables with data. And why do you want to do that? You have faster execution, less hallucination by AI, because it doesn't have to get all the Google Sheets data anymore. It can natively filter different data within the data tables in n8n. And that's why the AI will definitely work better. So how does it work? If you update your n8n instance, you have data tables over here. You basically also can edit over here, create data table, give it a name, and you basically get the same setup like a Google Sheet, where you can add different columns and you can add different data and also different types. So if string, number, boolean, datetime. This is important because if you want to make sure that the data is the right way pushed into your workflow, the type needs to be the right one. So what I did, I already made a sales data dashboard table. So I added some dummy data to Google Sheets and I uploaded it, imported it into my sales data from n8n. So I'm going to show you how you can do that yourself. So first let me delete all of this. So what you want to do is you want to make a upload Google Sheet workflow where you have your Google Sheet over here. So I connected my Google Sheets, I added the row, and when I execute this, it will fetch all the rows in my Google Sheet. And I now want to upload it, import it into the native n8n tables. So what you want to do, hit the plus sign, and you have it over here, the data table, and you can delete rows, get rows, insert rows, update rows, basically the same things you can do into a Google Sheet. The great thing here is that it doesn't have to fetch all the data in the Google Sheet. You can basically only fetch the data that is necessary for the task you want to have or the workflow you want to get involved with. So I already deleted everything right here. I have all my columns set up. You can see that here. So I mapped all the columns like you also do normally within a Google Sheet. So you basically can drag it into here. And how can I do that? I can basically then execute the workflow. It will fetch all the data and it will import it into the data tables over here. So let's see. Here is all the data that I have uploaded into the native sales data table. So that's great, but what can you do with it right now? So basically you can use it the same way as you use Google Sheets within your workflows. So for this example, I have added a chat message trigger into an AI agent. I did not yet prompt it in a way. It's just clean without any prompts. Only the input from the chat trigger will be implemented. I added Open Router, so ChatGPT, to the AI agent, and I added a get rows in data table tool. So basically what we want to do is we want to fetch all the data that is necessary for my search query from the native n8n tables. So you basically can add a tool, go to data table tool, and you have different things you can do. You can basically insert, delete, get all the different variables. For now, I want to get rows from my sales data table. And what you can do now, basically, it's sales data. So I can say, please give me all the leads with employees or with more than 25 employees. So it will go into Open Router, it will go to the data table, and here are all the leads which are in the table with a certain employee rate. So you will see that Normally, it will take far more tokens to get into Google Sheets, to get all the data out, and to output the data the right way. And right now, you can do that natively with your data table within n8n. Also, I can say, right, give me all the leads within the database. Let's see what will happen now. To go into the table to get all the things that is necessary for us to get me the output. And here are all the leads that are in the table right now with all the necessary information. So other use cases can be is that you can maybe add all your Shopify data within the table automatically, and you can search the tables and ask questions like, all right, give me all the orders of yesterday, or give me all the orders that have more than $100 of total value. So you can basically add all the different data here, and it will make it far more faster, easier to execute, and it will make sure that it will not hallucinate, and you have the best output that you can possibly have. So thank you for watching. If you have any questions, please let me know.